Merlin Stone writes, "In the beginning, people prayed to the creatress of life. At the very dawn of religion, God was a woman." And in a survey of 150 cultures today, anthropologist Peggy Reeves Sandé found a strong contrast between societies that celebrated female power and those organized in terms of male dominance. Sandé noted a strong correlation between goddesses or female creators and participation of women in sacral roles, a positive view of nature, connection to the land, and female power in society. These cultures are matriarchal. Matriarchal values grow out of a social philosophy in which the emphasis is on cooperation, writes Sandé. While female power in society shapes matriarchal cultures, they do not mirror patriarchal cultures with women in power over men. In these cultures, there are no rulers because no one is ruled. Decisions are made cooperatively. Matriarchal cultures value community, birthing, nurturing, empathy, creativity, intuitive intelligence, earth, nature, the eternal cycle of birth, growth, death, and renewal, general harmony, peaceful resolution of conflict, sensuality, sacred sexuality. These feminine values belong to women and men. They are a valued part of society when the feminine is not repressed. They are not women's tenets, they are society's. When woman is respected, nature is respected. The divine is understood to be embodied in every person and in nature, not out there somewhere, abstract and disembodied. Matriarchal cultures integrate strengths of the right hemisphere of the brain. The human brain has two hemispheres, right and left. Each person is unique and processes with both hemispheres. Generally, the right and left hemispheres specialize in particular skills. The right hemisphere of the brain is known as the feminine gatherer-nurturer hemisphere. Empathy, creativity, intuition, poetry, metaphor, synthesis, art, images, presence, and connection to all things, these skills are lateralized to the right. The left brain is known as the masculine hunter-killer hemisphere. It excels at linear reasoning. Its realm is the abstract, sequential, time-bound, analytical, and functional. The left brain handles alphabetic literacy. The orientation is as a separate individual, an I, in the world of separate things. Both hemispheres developed over the course of evolution to work in balance and integration. And yet today, we live in a world that is left brain dominant. We have prized the skills of the brilliant left hemispheres of our brains. But if either hemisphere is dominant over the other, we're going to be out of balance. And in turn, our culture will be out of balance. We can all see the glaring evidence of our imbalance. Cultures all over the world are structured as hierarchical, power-over systems. The female and all things feminine, including earth and nature, have been relegated to secondary, less-than status, as have right-brain skills and intelligence. We see this evidence everywhere in a world where horrific injustices are common, and where we have put our very planet at grave risk. Raphael Patai writes, "There is in man, beyond the psychological need for a father symbol, an equally great, or possibly even greater need, that of the divine woman." Dr. Eleanor Gaydon describes our collective history. Goddess culture was earth-centered, not heaven-centered, of this world, not otherworldly, body-affirming, not body-denying, holistic, not dualistic. The goddess was immanent within every human being, not transcendent, and humanity was viewed as part of nature, death as part of life. Her worship was sensual, celebrating the erotic, embracing all that was alive. The Kogo Indians of Colombia sing, "The Mother has left a memory in us all." We are in the midst of a great shift at this time on our planet. We are co-creating cultures of balance. The image of the goddess is re-emerging in our psyches, and the energy of the sacred feminine is healing our culture. We are using the skills of the right brain more in everyday life. We stand at the edge of a new paradigm. We are its co-creators. Our thoughts, intentions, and actions are the blueprint for this new era. We have the potential to create a culture that is egalitarian and peaceful, moving us away from the hierarchical paradigm we've been in. You are part of this shift. Your unique skills, talents, and vision are part of this shift. There is much to be done, and if we are not vigilant in keeping ourselves strong, the state of our world and the sheer magnitude of pain, suffering, and environmental peril will overwhelm us before we even begin. Our strength lies in community. Join us, the women and men who are willing to hear the voice within that says there is another way. We can create a world of balance and peace, a sustainable world, a place where heaven meets earth. Join us.